Me and my father, we were poorer than poor, in a wee flat in the West End, and all we had to keep us going was a sachet of powdered custard. Well, hello and welcome in to this part 2 of our 80s, top 50 80s tier list, tier maker video. Stephen, we accomplished the task of categorising 52 movies into honourable mentions, and obviously 1 to 50 itself. Just general, putting them into the sort of tiers. Now we're going to get back and try and accomplish the greater task, which is, why have I got this up here, by the way? Can I just click on that? Why is that there? Which is actually defining what our number 1 is, what our number 2 is, what our number 3 is, what our number 10 is. Stephen looks like, not only is he incredibly close to the camera, but he looks like he looks quite dark.
The thing is, John, I'm actually away back from the camera. That's why I'm dark. I don't know what the setting is.
Can you not zoom the camera out manually? If you go up and turn the lens, I would imagine it would be clockwise. Zooms it out. There we go. Wow. There he's back. That's it. We're kicking with gas now. Stephen was momentarily like that incredibly large stretch face in Doctor Who from back in the day. I think it was the Matt Smith era. They were on some observation ship over Earth as it was about to end. And this big fucking ancient, borderline, immortal stretch face, that's what Stephen was like there. I digress. Or something out of fucking Labyrinth. There was a lot of big heads in that, I'm sure, including David Bowie.
Can't wait for the sequel.
That was a double entendre, by the way, because those pants, as the Americans like to say, trousers or leggings, as we like to say over here, were incredibly tight. Incredibly tight, David. You had a sock down there, son. But I digress, Stephen. Dance, magic, dance. Dance, magic, dance. The power of voodoo, hoodoo, you do. What the fuck is this? There we go, we're cooking.
And why isn't it in the list? Why isn't Labyrinth in this list?
Was that an 80s movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, was it? Yeah. More importantly, why is it so zoomed out on this capture? What the fuck is going on here? We can zoom in, man. Zoom in, bitch, so we can see what we're doing here. Right, we'll move it over. Absolute shambolic. But nonetheless, it is of a little concern. Lots of greater concern here, Stephen, is sorting these out. And I think the best way is 50 down to 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
50, are we happy with Hellraiser at number 50? Because I'm not.
No.
I would probably put Risky Business in at number 50. Actually, I was questioning why Risky Business was even fucking there in the first place. I'd actually go as far as to put Airplane in ahead of Risky Business, but that's an executive decision from me, Stephen. I daren't do that. That's something that you must agree upon.
I mean, I think Airplane might actually move down furthermore once we actually think about these films that are in this section, John. But
would you put Risky Business honourable mention then?
I would put it in as an honourable mention. I don't think it's a bad film by any means, John. It's a good cast. Tom Cruise, obviously. It's one you can't ignore, but is it better than what's in the top 50? Perhaps not. It's probably just on the sort of edges there.
Right, Stephen, 41 through to 50. I'll let you rhyme them off and then I'll see if I can find an agreement with you. I can't even see them. Romancing the Stone we've got at 41 just now. Is that better than Turner and Hooch?
Yes.
So it stays at 41 for now. Is Turner and Hooch better than Gremlins?
No. Gremlins is better than Romancing the Stone and Turner and Hooch.
So we move Gremlins into 41 then?
Yeah.
Obviously distinctly different movies, I have to stress here. Romancing the Stone I've still not seen in the ensuing days since we did this list, but by all accounts a classic sort of action-adventure family film reminiscent of the 1980s. You think of Indiana Jones, that's another example. It's a little bit more high octane. But it's a classic family adventure, action adventure movie. I don't think we do enough of those movies now, Stephen. I'm not going to lie. There's not enough of that genre anymore. We do a lot of comedies, we do a lot of shit comedies, we do a lot of horror, we do a lot of action. But it's ridiculous Jason Statham kind of action. Frank Grillo, the other fucking guy, Scott Adkins, that kind of action. But it's just throwaway, frivolous bullshit, superficial action. We don't get these brilliant stories with heart and characters that you actually care about. And I think the reason for that, quite simply, is we don't have Kurt Russell, we don't have Harrison Ford, we do not have actors of that ability anymore who have got great physicality, great looks, and presence.
The last one was probably The Mummy, John.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah. I think that took all those genres, those traditional romancing the stone humour and the action from Indiana Jones, you know, and a great cast as well. Obviously, we're going to be covering the 1990s this weekend, but I think The Mummy could be in that top 50, to be fair, but I think that was probably the last time we saw a film like that.
Oh, and Stephen, it's a great genre. It's probably why, if I'm right in saying Romancing the Stone is that kind of movie, just looking at it looks like fucking Tomb Raider, Uncharted.
It's got the right blend of humour in there, John. Good chemistry between Michael Douglas, Danny DeVito, and Kathleen Turner. And
I'm calling him Kurt Russell, by the way, because I can't see for shit. It is Michael Douglas, you're right. And Michael Douglas, man, just getting off on an aside, it still blows my mind that Kirk Douglas only died about fucking 6 years ago or something. I remember vividly sitting, watching Vikings, and I'm like, doing what I do, movies that are over 100 years old, looking up the cast and thinking, how many of them are dead and when did they die? And you look at the kids and you think there's a 50-50 chance they might still be alive. Kirk Douglas rocking up 107 or something. I'm like, fucking hell, that guy's still alive. I think he died about 2 months later. So I was a bit of a Jonah. As I've been known to be, Stephen, if you recall correctly, your old neighbour with the dog. And I said something to her, like, oh, God, that dog looks on its last legs. It fucking died a week later.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's got long,
That's terrible to say that, isn't it? That's shocking to say that to somebody. I cannot believe I actually said that. Turn on the hooch though, Stephen. Would you say that is better than Big Trouble in Little China?
No, Big Trouble in Little China is it's on par with Romancing the Stone, I would say.
What do you think is better, Romancing the Stone or that? 42 or 43?
Oh, that's a tough one.
Because I've not seen either, so I can't throw in.
I'd probably go with Big Trouble in Little China, actually.
Yeah.
It's probably the one I've watched. Yeah, I think I've watched that a couple more times. Yeah, I mean, it's I think that's probably up to now. I think that's the correct order.
Hey, Footloose. Not seen this either. This is a recurring theme in this bottom category. I've not seen a hell of a lot of these movies. So right. I'm heavy leaning on you, Stephen, to sort this out.
Yeah, what I'd say is Airplane is probably second in this. I think it's probably Airplane. I'll get crucified for this for people that really love this film, but this is subjective. You've got to remember, and at this point, it's very subjective. This is personal stuff now between the two A's, John. But I would say Airplane's probably. Is it better than Grip? I mean, it's different. It's apples and pears.
No, it's different.
I would say in terms of you've got to throw everything in there: cast, production, rewatchability, and that kind of thing. I suppose Airplane's probably got that more than Gremlins. I think because Leslie Nielsen was so good at doing that. You know, that kind of that genre.
Oh, he was absolute best. Just stupid humour, much like Mel Brooks and people of that ilk, where it's just surreal nonsense going on, but he's a chaotic figure in the midst of the movie, but he's also in some strange way an anchor. He's the calm in the storm, even though he's also the eye in the fucking actual epicentre of the storm itself. The chaos is coming out of him, but he's actually keeping it intact. That's the best way I can describe all of that guy's comedy movies. Everything fucking is drawn to him, But I don't know, he's just very unique comedic talent. Absolutely love a movie. It's a movie I would have probably watched in my grandfather's house back in the day.
What's
You've
the
seen a
one?
wide variety of genres, war, Clint Eastwood, fucking Charlton Heston, you'd see Leslie Nielsen. And I'm grateful I get that education growing up through my grandfather.
Yeah, definitely.
Footloose.
I would maybe have Footloose before Turn on Hooch.
Yeah.
And see, Teen Wolf is one of these sort of indulgent films. It's so bad it's good type things, you know. And it's just because Michael J. Fox is in it. If he's not in that film is off the radar. Is it better than Honey, I Shrunk the Kids? Probably not. I think Rick Moranis was his moment, you know, as a lead for me anyway. It was always that guy that was always supporting sort of bigger Saturday Night Live actors.
Yeah, Harold Ramis.
He's very good, you know. Yeah, exactly.
No shame in that. Those are
it's a shame because Poltergeist and Hellraiser are very good films, John, and I'm probably being a little bit biased because it's not my favourite genre, you know, but two good horror films in there, John. Iconic, some might say as well.
I've not seen either, but I'd definitely say Poltergeist is better.
Yeah, I hate myself for doing this, but Teen Wolf is probably the bottom of this list.
Yeah. Oh, listen, it's still a top 50.
I'm trying to put everything into the sort of thinking of this, John, in terms of rewatchability.
You also need to remember
Teen Wolf is nothing short of being a TV movie, if we're being honest. But it's such a lovable film. I feel like.
Stephen, like you said, it's a Michael J. Fox sort of aura, and what he means for that decade. I mean, he's one of the guys you think of when you think of that decade.
Yeah.
On a pop cultural level. So just him being at the heart of it and that youthful look that he had back then, that's why it's in there.
Yeah.
I'd say that's it, Stephen, then. 41 through to 50. Pretty much cooking.
Yeah, this is where you can come in now, John.
Well, I've still got a couple in there, to be fair. I mean, quite a few. It's not till we go right up that I start coming in, because, I mean, there's still a few in there. War Games, St. Elmo's Fire, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Spinal Tap. I've not seen them. I have seen the other. Whatever the fuck it is, 6. That's maths, John, yeah. 4 away from 10, 6, you clown. Silly little clown boy. Stephen, I would definitely agree that The Abyss is at the top of this category, if indeed not moving up. But that's definitely the best movie out of those 10. Even though I've not seen The Abyss, I'm just thinking who's involved and what it meant for future movies.
Yeah, I'd probably say it's an important piece of cinema. And, you know, it's not the greatest film ever made or anything. I'm not wanting to big it up or anything, but it's a very good film, John. It's a very good technical film as well. And it opened the doors for so many films that came after it. That's what you've got to remember as well. Good cast as well. Fantastic director, of course. I'd keep it there. I'd probably keep that at the top of this section for the moment anyway.
Stand By Me, and again, a brilliant coming-of-age movie. And it's generational, Stephen, because as we know,
it's incredible.
A young member of the clan was obsessed with it, so
it's
a generational movie.
I've lost count how many times I've seen this film. It's just such a good film. Just feel good. Tragedy in there. Obviously, if you were a fan of River Phoenix, you know, back in the day, this is one of his greatest films. But then you've got Will Wheaton in there. Obviously, he's, I think, the top villain. Kiefer Sutherland as well in there. You know, and Jerry O'Connell? Jerry Connell? I can't remember if it's O'Connell. I always get his name wrong. He's in there too. You know, and it's just it's a great coming-of-age film. You know, and it's it's just something. I mean, it's such a simple tale. It's a Stephen King novel. The Body, the novel was called, and they renamed the film. Rob Reiner was the director, and it's just one of the films I want to go back to.
Yeah, and again, Stephen, that shows you the.
Yeah, I would keep it at second. Yeah.
Yeah. Again, I mean, for me, for the ones I've seen, I can't speak about War Games, but Trading Places I do rate very highly. It's a classic sort of carefree, just enjoyable piece of cinema. I mean, there's nothing massive going on in there. It's not like it's a triumph of a technical filmmaking. It's not going to win an Academy Award for the story, but it's just a light-hearted, fun film with two brilliant sort of leading anchors in there.
Yeah.
And Aykroyd and obviously Eddie Murphy. So, I mean, I don't know where I'd rank it because I'm not got the context. I haven't seen St Elmo's Fire, War Games, these other ones. But I do think it's better than Beetlejuice. I think it's better than Big. I don't know if it's better than Escape from New York. But yeah, I rate it higher than those two. That before it just now.
I'd probably put it third, John. I would put it third.
So 34th.
And then I would probably put Escape from New York fourth.
Yeah. War Games.
After that, War Games is a great film, John. It's, you know, it came before Ferris Bueller. So Ferris Bueller's kind of overshadowed this one in terms of Matthew Broderick's early films. And it is a good film. I like it. I like Matthew Broderick as an actor at that stage as well. Ali Sheedy's in there, obviously from The Breakfast Club and Short Circuit. And yes, a few familiar faces in there as well. But it's one of those films that really makes you think, you know, and particularly in the mid-80s, you know, when the Cold War and stuff was there. And technology was advancing all the time as well. So you've got those two elements that make it intriguing enough, you know, and it's dated. I mean, it's obviously dated. You do a film with technology at a certain period of time, you know, decades later, it's going to look pretty old. So it's a good story, good film, good performance. But I wouldn't say it's better than some of the ones that we're going to speak about, if you know what I mean.
I'll put it there at the moment.
Yeah.
In 39th place. Big and Beetlejuice, Stephen, what would you say is better out of those two? For me, I would probably give the edge to Beetlejuice just because purely from a visual and the performance from Michael Keaton, also a young Winona Ryder's in there as well. The pop cultural influence, I think, is much bigger than what Big's a decent enough movie. It's a brilliant performance from Tom Hanks. It's a nice little story. But for me, Beetlejuice, in terms of just the practical effects, the lasting legacy of the film. I mean, I was already well into my sort of younger years. I was probably about 9 or 10 when I watched this movie, so you're talking late 90s.
Yeah.
This movie was out, 86, 87 or something? So it had already been out.
88 one. I think it was a year before Batman, yeah.
Yeah, so you're talking, I mind you saying that actually, yeah. So you're talking well over a decade later, and I was still aware of it as a thing, so it had legs pop culturally. Obviously they've brought a sequel out, so there's still interest in this film.
Yeah.
So purely from a legacy standpoint, it's Tim Burton, isn't it?
Yeah.
I just think that's better than Big. I mean, I don't think it's up for debate, really. It's better
I
than
don't
Big.
think there's a debate there, John. I think you're absolutely right. I think Big's it's a good film. It's a good story. It's one that I would go back to maybe every few years or something like that, maybe even longer. But it's got a charm to it. But it's a very early Tom Hanks film with a simple story. We've seen the body swap thing done numerous times with different films, and this is probably the best.
You know who done it best, Stephen? Do you know who done it best? It wasn't even a film. It was multiple episodes of The X-Files. I think they done it best. Your man, I forget his name. He was in Better Call Saul, played the brother of Saul Goodman in Better Call Saul. I'm pretty sure he did. You know what I'm talking about? FBI agent or sort of executive swaps with Fox Mulder.
Are you talking about Michael McKean?
Michael McKean.
Who's in Spinal Tap?
Yeah. Is he in Spinal Tap as well? Yeah, I didn't know
that.
He's
in Spinal Tap, yeah.
Oh, fuck, I need to see him in that.
Yeah.
Michael McKean, let's have a little look at that. I have to see this. McKean, did you say? Yeah, that's him. What, he was in Saul Goodman, wasn't he? Yeah.
I don't know.
Better Call Saul, sorry. Yeah, he was. He played the brother. He was a bit of an arsewite, but a good character nonetheless. Fucking hell. He looks totally different. Jesus Christ, man, he puts me in mind of Mick Taylor. To an extent. Like a sort of glam rock Mick Taylor. Fucking hell, that's wild.
He always, particularly in Spinal Tap, he always reminded me of Brian Connolly from The Sweep.
Yeah. Yep, he's definitely got that vibe as well. Yep, it's the hair.
Yeah.
The hair, you can't know what hair does for somebody, I'm telling you. I mean, he's obviously thinned quite a bit. Maybe in a fucking wig he was wearing, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it was a fine film, big, but I think Beetlejuice is better. Stephen, you will have to do heavy lifting here through the last four, where you would position them. I'm not going to argue with you either way. You've seen them, I haven't.
I would say after Beetlejuice, Spinal Tap, after Big, I would have St Elmo's Fire. Roger Rabbit. What's the last one, sorry?
War Games.
War Games, yeah.
I mean, these could be better than fucking Trading Places. I mean, Trading Places might be a bit high up there.
Trading Places is a great film, John. It is. I think it's a great comedy film. Good cast, very strong, and memorable characters as well. No, I think in terms of probably, Roger Rabbit's fantastic as well as Zemeckis. Christopher Lloyd's in there, Bob Hoskins, and they're blending live action with animation as well. In terms of a technical film, I thought it was
probably doing what they done Space Jam as well, where it was actually physically drawn on. Yeah, I think your man from Space Jam physically drew onto like a, don't know what it was, a primitive sort of like an iPad kind of thing. It wasn't an iPad, but you know what I mean, back in the 90s, and drew the character in, which was incredibly impressive. I think they brought him back for the sequel as well. So that was probably what they were doing on a technical level back then to make that happen. It's not like now where you just animate something and pop it into the screen and they're acting with green screen. It was much more convoluted. So you've got to respect the art behind the film. Respect.
I would, John, I would leave it there. I think that's probably right.
Yeah, it does. Question is, Stephen, we've put these in these categories. You can always move ones up if you think Airplane or Gremlins are...
I think there might be slight tweaks, John, but we could do that.
We'll come back to that, we'll sort the categories out first.
I'll not be major because we already made these decisions the other night, so it's really just sorting them into an order now, isn't it?
Yep.
So
21 to 30, Stephen. Beverly Hills Cop in at 21. Would you agree with that? Is it still better than Die Hard, The Fly, Return of the Jedi, Top Gun, Lethal Weapon, Come to America, Ghostbusters, The Breakfast Club? I feel like The Breakfast Club is a movie I've not seen, but I feel like that is way fucking better than where it's sat just now. I mean, that's John Hughes, isn't it? And I've seen enough of that guy's movies to know that he knew what he was fucking doing.
I watched The Breakfast Club maybe about a month ago. I think it might have been on Sky, I can't remember. And again, it's one of those films that the minute it's on, I'll just continue watching it. I'll not turn the channel or anything like that. It's just a great film, great cast. As much as there's comedy in there, John, there's drama. John Hughes is always very good at, doing character studies, certainly with young adults. You know, and he does it in this film very well. There's backstories to them all. And some moments in it, you're actually like, geez, it takes you back. So it's a great, well-written comedy drama and great soundtracks from Simple Minds as well.
Yeah.
Our very own Simple Minds. So, John, I would have probably The Breakfast Club. I would probably have that at the top of this section.
Not going to argue.
As it's,
I know how good John Hughes is.
Yeah, Beverly Hills Cop is one of my favourite films of the 1980s. It's one of my favourite Eddie Murphy films, but there's something about The Breakfast Club. It's really... John Hughes was just the master at making these type of films before the sort of coming of age, pre-teen, getting into adult, I should say. A great cast as well. Really good cast.
He kind of done younger as well, to be fair. I'm pretty sure he was involved with Uncle Buck, if I'm right in saying. And that was obviously John Candy as this uncle. You had the sort of multi-generation stuff. You had the older
and Home Alone.
Daughter, Home Alone, and then you had the sort of younger kids as well. So he was able to really impart real heart into the films, and it was films that you can now as an adult look back at and you can lean on and say, he was absolutely bang on, the things he was exploring there, where you were at that time in your life. just brilliant example of life experience being adapted onto a screenplay. But moving on, Stephen.
Very much the same for Ferris Bueller's Day Off, another John Hughes film. I would put it on equal par with The Breakfast Club, actually.
Would you say it's better than Beverly Hills?
Probably, yeah. I mean, again, it's apples and pears, but I think just for enjoyment, it's fantastic. A condensed cast. It's not a massive cast, John. You're only talking maybe about 3-4 sort of major characters, and then you've got all the supporting cast, but just great. Breaking the fourth wall. Matthew Broderick is Ferris Bueller. You got Alan Ruck in there playing Cameron. It's just great. It's a typical 80s movie. It's got the comedy, it's got satire, it's got just everything, you know, that teenagers have to sort of live with during that school period, high school period, and an obsessed principal, as we call head teachers over here, and Jeffrey Jones, who also was in Beetlejuice, the dad in Beetlejuice, but we'll not talk about him. It's 1 minute 43 minutes as well. It's a really good length of film for this genre. It doesn't overstay its welcome, and it hits the ground running, and it's just great comedy throughout. And Matthew Broderick, again, you mentioned Chevy Chase the other day, John, in terms of his consistency in that sort of late 70s throughout the 80s period, and then after that, nothing really hit the mark as much. It's the same for Matthew Broderick, and that's in those terms. But Matthew Broderick, to be fair, was a young guy. He was a young actor, and he was playing these teen roles just at the right moment. And as he got older, he's not going to play the same roles, to be fair. I mean, it'd be a bit creepy, but he's went on, obviously, to do different genres, you know, Inspector Gadget.
Steve, I didn't know about the dad from Beetlejuice. I've now just discovered that. That's actually fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, as I said, we'll not talk about
No, we definitely won't, no.
That can be something we can talk about off camera.
Wow.
If you want.
No, I don't want to talk about that. No. Absolutely fucking not. The Fly, Stephen.
Can you fly, Bobby?
Is it better than Return of the Jedi? Is it better than Top Gun?
No.
I think it's better than Ghostbusters, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm talking about as a...
We put it there for a reason, John. It is a good film.
Yeah.
And I think it might have been the first film I saw Jeff Goldblum in.
Yeah.
And Gina Davis.
I've not seen Jeff in a lot of films, to be fair. The first one I had seen him in as a kid would have been Jurassic Park, because I went and seen it and it was fucking free in the theatres. So that was definitely the first film I seen Jeff in, but I've not actually seen Jeff in a huge amount of films when I actually think about it.
Independence Day.
Yeah.
He was in, sure.
And I loved that as a kid. That wasn't a great movie though. Even then,
The Fly's a horror film, John.
Yeah.
And it's disturbing. You know, the special effects are fantastic as well. Yeah, it's a good film. Yeah, it's a good film. I don't think it's as good as Return of the Jedi.
No.
Or Top Gun, in terms of everything.
I'm happy with that order of the first 5. Yeah. I think that's fair. Return of the Jedi is Star Wars, but it's not. It's the weakest of the original 3 quite comfortably. It really comes down to Ghostbusters, Die Hard, Lethal Weapon, Coming to America, where you'd rank them. I think Coming to America, as much as I love Coming to America, and I do think it's probably 30th out of those 4. I mean, I do enjoy
probably,
it.
John. I think Coming to America and Trading Places are very even in terms of standard, I would say. No, obviously there's a crossover with 2 of the characters that appear in Come to America that were in Trading Places, but I mean, I think that's probably right. I mean, as much as I love Die Hard, you know, it's not the greatest film in, you know, history or anything like that, but it's just one of those great, enjoyable films. Like most of the ones that are in this we enjoy, that's why we've picked them.
But would you put Lethal Weapon above Die Hard? That's the question. Different kind of action movie, but...
No, I think Die Hard's probably the superior film. Much
it's
as
got longer lasting appeal as well.
Yeah, I think so. Just for Alan Rickman, you know.
No harm to Mel Gibson, but Bruce Willis was for me a bigger overall star than Mel, and also he didn't get down the whole sugar tits route of things. So and that's not me being disparaging towards Mel, but it's just a fact. Bruce was better.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't think that's a controversial statement. Would you say Die Hard's better than Ghostbusters? It's not even about better, it's just about overall
preference.
influence from that decade. I think Ghostbusters is very influential from the 1980s.
I think Ghostbusters is just at the right spot at the moment, John.
Yeah, I'd agree.
I'm already thinking Stand By Me is a better film than Come to America, but
I'm agreeing, Stephen, incidentally, and it's worse than The Abyss as well, so I mean, I'm putting Stand By Me up there. The Abyss, fuck The Abyss is going back behind Come to America. The fact it's going back behind Trading Places as well, I think that's fair. Stand By Me's better than those. I don't think that's ludicrous by any means. No, I agree. I was looking at it, and when you said it's similar to Trading Places, you're right. It's a similar kind of vibe. It's a similar calibre of performance on a technical level. The films are very similar, so it stands to reason they should be together. One shouldn't be 3 places above the other. So no, I would put that fact, Stephen. Do you think it's controversial?
Stand By Me.
Do you think it's fucking better than these?
I do, John, but I don't know what you feel. I think it's probably just behind Top Gun.
Yeah. I'd agree with that. Yeah. And that's what it's all about. It's about rearranging. That's why we're doing it. 11 to 20, Stephen, and we'll continue to do it.
Yeah.
Potentially. Aliens, I think Aliens is definitely... See, I've got fucking Predator in there.
Aliens is
far superior, John. I think Aliens is better. I think that's the best movie in that category.
Yep.
Just everything about it. The sound design.
I would probably have Empire of the Sun second, John.
Yeah.
It's certainly better than The Thing.
Blade Runner, Stephen, I'd put Blade Runner above The Thing.
Yeah.
I would definitely put Blade, just not as maybe on a technical level. No. I mean, it's a great movie, but nah, Thing's a better movie. Tron. I mean, I've got a love-hate relationship with Tron, as we've already established when we reacted to that most recent one, and I was kind of shitting on the whole franchise. So I'm maybe not the best part. I mean, it was a good movie, but it's overrated.
Yeah. I think I would say probably E.T. is probably 5th.
Yeah.
And then I'd probably put Planes, Trains, yeah. Predator, got to get Predator in there. Last two, what are they?
Karate Kid and fucking hell, I'm blanking on the name, Jesus Christ. Vacation, Jesus Christ.
Oh, National Lampoon.
National Lampoon, fucking hell. Chevy Chase.
Yeah, National Lampoons, yeah, it's a...
Joe Biden moment.
Cinematically, it's not up there with Empire's Son.
No, that was next to it. It's that.
Yeah.
It was 2 in the morning. Fucking hell. Or 1 in the morning.
It's a great comedy, John, but I mean, like most comedies, they're not masterpieces. They're not meant to be. I'm trying to not be snobby about this. You know, is Vacation a better film than Planes, Trains and Automobiles?
Stephen, is it a better film than The Breakfast Club and Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
Probably not, John. I would maybe bring that down and bring up The Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see Stand By Me still moving, by the way, I'm telling you.
I'm moving Vacation further and further back here, by the way. Stand By Me. It's going to be around about Ghostbusters by the end.
Is National Lampoon's Vacation managed by Russell Martin?
I know. Oh, I know.
It's just dropped off a cliff.
Well, I don't know who made it, but I'm sure they're not getting escorted out of a fucking stadium in the arse end of Scotland, so still better than Russell. Stand By Me, Stephen. I could fucking see Stand By Me getting up into the top 20. Is it a better film than The Karate Kid?
Yes.
Well, there's your fucking answer. It goes up there. We'd probably move that in and put that down into like there. I'd fucking...
Yeah. I would say Karate Kid's high. in that section. Not right at the very top, though. I probably... Yeah, I mean, do you think Karate Kid's better than Top Gun?
No, I don't.
Yeah, I get it behind Top Gun then. I think it's better than Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
But that's just, again, subjective.
Do you think it's better than Return of the Jedi?
No.
I think
no.
Return of the Jedi is still better than Top Gun as well.
Fantastic film, yeah.
Stephen, I feel like Return of the Jedi, you had it the right way. You shouldn't have put sequels in here. It's no business being here. Because it's just ridiculous. It shouldn't be there. I forced that in there. It's got no business being in there.
Yeah, honourable mention.
Yep. I know, but then we have to put Risky Business up. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to put Risky Business up. What do we pop up? I feel like Gremlins. I still think Gremlins is better than Airplane.
Yeah, okay.
What do we put up into the 21 to 30 from there? Come to America?
I mean, technically it should be the first one on that list, isn't it?
But they're pretty much the same.
I would say Company America is slightly better.
Yeah.
Just slightly better than Trading Places. Not much, but yeah.
Yeah. People will be thinking they've lost their fucking mind for Return of the Jedi honourable mentions. It's because there's no other sequels.
And the Vauxhall Conference.
Yeah, there's no other sequels in here. So it's down to me, it shouldn't be there. I can take it right out. Can't take it out. Fuck. 11 to 20, so we've got Aliens, we've got Empire of the Sun, we've got The Thing, Blade Runner. Is Blade Runner better than E.T.? Fucking doubt it. It's a great movie, but it's an indie movie, man. It's a cult movie. E.T. is the 80s. Fucking hell, you think of the 80s, you'd think of that little fucking alien. It's got to be fucked.
What's the one that's in between Die Hard and Stand By Me?
What's that, sorry?
What's the one in between Die Hard and Stand By Me?
It's Predator. Tron.
Tron.
Am I tripping? Where's Die Hard?
Yeah, Tron should be down at the bottom.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Stephen had to have it down there. I'm trying to be kind to it because of its sort of legacy. I think Stand By Me is a better movie than Predator, incidentally. I think it's potentially a better movie than Planes, Trains.
No, I would say it's probably on par with Planes, Trains. Yeah.
I think that's fair. I would say I think that's fair.
Yeah.
1 to 10. We'll try and work out 10 first.
Work back away here, John, from 10 to 1.
Yeah, we'll try and work out 10. So right now we've got Untouchables at 10, Robocop 9, The Goonies 8, Batman 7, First Blood 6th, The Terminator 5th, The Shining 4th, Indiana Jones, The Raiders of the Lost Ark 3rd, Empire Strikes Back 2nd, and Back to the Future at number 1.
This is a tough one. I hate this. I'm going to have to put something at the bottom of this section because
Stephen,
they're all...
Is it controversial to say that Aliens should be above The Untouchables?
Probably not, John. Probably not.
I mean, it's a great movie. It is a fucking great movie.
Yeah, it is.
And a phenomenal cast. It's a different kind of movie. I think just because we've got sort of action, adventure, family, sci-fi stuff in here. We've got comic book, we've got sort of coming of age.
Range.
I think it would be nice to just keep a more serious kind of film. To balance it out a bit. So I would probably swing to The Untouchables beating out Aliens, even though I think Aliens is actually a better movie, but fuck it. Got to be balanced.
Yeah. I'd keep it.
I would probably still
Number
keep...
9. Number 9, I'd probably have First Blood.
Number 9. Yeah, out of them, yeah. Are we keeping Untouchables at 10?
Yeah.
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 Robocop.
Such a great film.
Yeah, it's a great 80s movie as well.
Yeah.
But it's not better than The Terminator. It's not better than The Shining. It's not better than those 5.
It actually might just be right where it's sitting.
Yeah.
I think number 8 for Robocop's fine. Yeah.
Then you're getting down to the last, what?
Oh, I know.
7?
7. So what's sitting at number 7 just now?
The Goonies.
The Goonies.
The Goonies is at 7, Batman's at 6, The Terminator, The Shining,
I would-
Indiana.
Yeah, I would say Goonies is probably number 6.
You think ahead of Batman? Yeah.
I think the Goonies is ahead of Raiders of the Lost Ark. I don't think Raiders of the Lost Ark's the best Indiana Jones film.
But I think, what's the one with Sean Connery?
Last Crusade.
Right, that's my favourite.
Yeah, we just didn't want to do the sequels. That was the thing.
That's my favourite. Yeah, we'll put
My
Indiana
favourite
up
well,
here.
Yeah.
I think Batman's in the right spot. It's a great movie, but as we did say the other day, it's not aged particularly well.
Yeah.
There's been better versions of that story told, but just because of its legacy and what it did for comic books, I think it deserves to be there. Then you can down to these. I mean, The Shining's it's a god-tier movie, but you know what, Stephen? It's a different kind of film, but it's not. I don't think it's. I mean, it could easily be number one.
I'm going to the next stage. I think you're going to have to decide, because the way that number 3, number 2, and number 1 are sitting right now, I'd agree with that.
No, I agree with it as well. I was going to say that. I wouldn't change anything. I think it's perfect.
Yeah.
I think Back to the Future is the perfect one. Stephen, you can make an argument that's a perfect movie. Yeah. Everything about it, the plot, the concept, the casting, across the board, set design, costume design, the music, everything. It's a perfect fucking movie. And it's not even the best of the trilogy for me. I think the second one's, well, it's not. The first one's better. The second one's not better. First one's better because it's got fucking Crispin Glover.
I think my daughter likes the second one better as well, but I like it for Crispin Glover. Obviously, that's I've always found he was the his performance in that original movie was just.
I mean, you think.
It's probably his best performance.
I mean, you think of an 80s movie, you're immediately going to Back to the Future. Is it Huey Lewis?
Yeah.
Power of Love? No Power of Love.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, Power of Love. So for me, I think that is the sort of decade-defining movie. I think it's fair that's at number 1. Yeah. Empire Strikes Back is the greatest Star Wars movie ever made.
Yeah.
And just the fact he had the balls to have the villains come out on top was such a interesting concept. Darth Vader comes into his own in the movie. Luke grows as a character. You've got Yoda, Dagobah, Hoth, the fucking Hoth, the AT-ATs stuff, the Battle of Hoth. So many incredible moments in there. Bespin, Lando gets introduced. Such a great fucking film, and it's just so rewatchable.
Obviously the twist, John, the twist is the biggest.
Yeah.
Probably the biggest twist in movie history, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. You could argue it is the greatest.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a whole other discussion. What would you put up there as the greatest twist ever? Fuck me, I'd say The Sixth Sense is probably.
Sixth Sense.
Just a bit edge in it. But it's close. And Terminator, Stephen, Terminator's fucking... It's a generation-defining movie. And obviously it's still relevant to this day because we're dabbling with AI. There's always the risk that we could be facing that. I was watching a video last night, the godfather of AI, coming out and talking about it, and how he's concerned in the medium to long-term future for humanity because we could be facing an existential crisis once we get general intelligence and it decides we're not useful anymore. So that's still a relevant movie, fucking 30, 40 years later. So you've got to tip your hat to James Cameron and what he did with that movie. I mean, the guy, you think of James Cameron, you think of Avatar, you think of Titanic. For me, those two movies are the fucking greatest movies he ever made. T2 and The Terminator, it should have ended there. But T2 is a different kind of movie. That is a horror action movie.
Yeah, this is a horror film. Yeah, exactly. And just in terms of the cast as well, your man Lance Henriksen's in there as well. Just Michael Biehn, Linda Hamilton, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and it just it doesn't stop. It's so frenetic, and there's not many moments you can get a breath, and I think just the way it's shot, low budget, it's just something that's just got a right good feel to it in terms of the film's aesthetics, John. It just, I think Cameron just struck gold with it, and it's one of these films that's generational as well. Every generation, appreciates the Terminator, and if you want to make a good horror sci-fi film, you watch films like the Terminator and see how it's done properly. Don't know how many lines Schwarzenegger had in the film, but just his presence. I think the original actor to play the Terminator was supposed to be O.J. Simpson. I'm glad they went with Arnold.
Yeah.
I'm so glad they went with Arnold.
A better guy in every way.
He understood the mechanics of how the Terminator should perform in terms of emotionless, shouldn't blink, and the way it would turn its head, its eyes would move, and then its head would move. He just nailed it. He understood the character.
Physicality, Stephen. Multiple Mr. Olympian, huge imposing figure. Tall guy as well, 6'2".
Yeah.
With boots probably touching 6'4". Perfect. Yeah. I mean, the guy's the size of a fucking doorway in boots.
Yeah.
He's a big guy. Not the greatest actor, but he obviously tailor-made for that role. And it's one of the defining sort of sci-fi movies. Obviously, they've went down the fucking rabbit hole now, to the point where we're in Australia at this point with the franchise. We've traversed the whole core of the planet, and you're having to do fucking Einsteinian mathematics, Hawking mathematic equations to work out what timeline we're in. Has Judgment Day been averted or whatever? I don't know. I've lost the plot with the franchise now. It was simpler back then. He was the hunter, then he was the protector.
Yeah.
And it should have ended like that, with him sacrificing himself. What a fucking story that is. That's poetry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sort of futuristic, cybernetic assassin becomes a defender and sacrifices himself, regains some kind of humanity. Should have left it there.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I love that fucking church scene in Terminator 3 when he comes out with the coffin. I think I may have seen that.
Some moments in Terminator 3 I don't mind, John. I think the end of Terminator 3 was pretty good, just with the bombs dropping, but I mean, there's moments. Salvation had its moments as well.
I do like Salvation.
Yeah, the last two for me just I can't even remember what they're called.
Dark Fate. It's fucking horrendous.
Was that the last one?
Just a bog standard action movie with the Terminator name put on to get eyeballs on it.
Yeah.
And then the sort of bait and switch with John Connor. And that's one thing I will never forgive Cameron for. Coming onto the Comic-Con stage, I think it was Hall H, and saying, he's going to be back, Edward's back. Yeah, for 2 seconds. He's wearing the same fucking clothes. Made him look like a fucking gadgepole. He's wearing the exact same outfit 3 years later. Terrible.
So was Sarah Connor,
Terrible.
I mean, I think we're all mature enough to know when our minds can stop the story, John, even though you might not unsee certain things.
Yeah, like Star Wars.
Star Wars is the classic for that, and Terminator's not too far behind it. I think Terminator 2 is just the perfect story. I think it's a perfect story for these characters and the franchise. It should have stopped, but it's not going to stop if it makes money, unfortunately, John. That's the way Hollywood works. And
that's why I respect Zemeckis and your other guy,
Bob Gale.
Gale, because they have created a trilogy that could have probably earned millions upon millions of fucking dollars, making subsequent movies, and they've decided, nope, not happening, we're done, ain't going to happen.
Yeah.
Respect that.
Yeah, contained,
integrity and artistic integrity before money.
Yeah.
Fair play.
Yeah.
Because they're never going to top it.
John, The Shining, I mean, we're just kind of summarising the top 5 here, I think. But The Shining, I think, an amazing film. I know it's not Stephen King's favourite adaptation, but I don't care.
He prefers Doctor Sleep, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think Jack Nicholson is, I mean, is it his best performance? I still think
no, One Flew. Yeah, One Flew is his best.
which is a 70s film, or if it was in the 80s, it would have been in here.
But it would have been
But,
fucking in contention.
yeah, John, just Nicholson for me, just to stand out in this film. It's a very contained cast, but just his energy, his performance, just that edge that he brought to the character as well. And people still talk about this film now, 50 years on or 40 odd years on or whatever it is. An amazing, uneasy experience Kubrick gave us. Certainly watching that film at the first time.
He terrorised the actress as well, I forget her name. Absolutely terrorised her on the set, borderline bullied her to put her into a mental state for the mimicked where the character was. Stephen, it was just unbelievable on a technical level what he accomplished.
Shelley Duvall,
Shelley Duvall, absolutely.
She played, Olive Oil, didn't she, in the Popeye film with Robin Williams?
I fucking loved that Popeye film. I was obsessed with that when I was a kid. Probably absolutely dug meat, as I like to say. Shit.
I liked it.
I liked it back in the day. I actually went to the set about 5 times when we were in, I forget where it was.
Malta.
Was it Malta?
Malta.
Went multiple times to the actual set because I was fucking obsessed. Obsessed with it. So yeah, I mean, I enjoyed that, but no, I mean, Stephen, Shining's fucking in contention with being the greatest horror movie ever made. I don't know what glue Stephen King's been huffing when he's taking exception. I understand it's his story.
John, I get that. It's precious. Yeah, he's been precious over it. Yeah.
But you've got to give another incredible artist like Stanley Kubrick his flowers when he produces something special and he gets performances like that. I mean, Jack's up there with the greatest actors ever.
Yeah.
And that is one of his career-defining performances. But Stephen, like I said, it's the technical stuff as well. What he's doing with the rooms and the spacing within the Overlook Hotel. It's just putting you off kilter. Sort of equilibrium's fucking all over the place because the rooms are shrinking and expanding and the maze and all the crazy shit he did in the movie. It was just a technical triumph right from the start. The theme tune, the shot of them driving down, everything about it, the supernatural stuff. It's not... when I've watched The Shining, I've not seen it in a while. I never really noticed the supernatural stuff being as prevalent. The sequel, Doctor Sleep, where they really went right into it, I always just viewed it as it was fucking Jack Nicholson's Jack Torrance getting right off a cliff mentally. The sort of isolation driving him insane. I understand there was supernatural elements. He's talking to a fucking butler that doesn't exist.
When you get Jack Nicholson in that film, it overshadows that, John, because his performance, and just the
blood scene.
Just the sort of domineering character in the film, and he has to be, so your focus is more on his performance. You can't take your eyes off Jack Nicholson in this film.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying there's no supernatural. There clearly is. The twins on the bikes, the blood scene, there's stuff going on, the old woman. There is stuff going on, but it can be explained away. Kubrick does a brilliant job of making a film where you could easily say isolation, they're losing their fucking minds, stuck in this hotel. Whereas I think the novels, it was just out and out. It was pure supernatural. Young Danny was able to tap into it, and they don't really, I mean, he kind of taps into it in the film, but I think that's what Stephen King didn't like. He changed the structuring of it and made it
it
was open-ended. It was more watchable for more people. Because if it's just a normal guy getting off a cliff and trying to murder his whole family, then that's something a 90-year-old could resonate with. Whereas if it's a supernatural thing, that's going to shut a lot of people away. So
that still, it's probably one of the most iconic stills is when he breaks through the door. And you see Shelley Duvall's reaction to him coming through the door, the absolute horror in her face.
Yeah.
It's just it's ingrained in your mind. The minute you watch a film like that, you don't forget those images, and that's Kubrick. He knows how to nail a scene.
One of my favourite moments is the typewriter, when she comes down and it's all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. The fact that she thinks he's writing a novel or whatever, and he's just repeating the same thing. He's lost his marbles completely.
Yeah.
Just a great movie, Stephen. One of the greatest movies ever made. The Goonies. Stephen, I was late to the party with the Goonies. I totally understand though the love affair for many people. It's a perfect action adventure coming of age movie. Perfect example of these sort of precocious, talented young actors getting let go. It's almost like Jim Carrey with Clint Eastwood. Well, I think we should just stick a camera in front of him and let him go. That's what they did.
Yeah.
They did that with Corey Feldman and Brolin to an extent, or Brosnan, because I always call him Brolin. That's Josh Brolin.
Brolin, yeah.
I got it right first time. And your man, Sean Astin. Always get his name wrong. And obviously Ki Hai Kwan. So they let these young actors just fucking go. And absolutely brilliant. Everything about it. It's just a great... Like Stephen, what I spoke about earlier with Romancing the Stone, it's a movie that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
We don't get movies like this anymore.
Because, John, you know, these kids were from a period of naivety and, you know, you didn't have the internet and, you know, exposure to certain things. So everything was read in comic books or everything was read in novels and spoke about. And, you know, there's just that sort of period in time where these kids have not got the exposure kids at that age have now. And I think just in terms of casting, you know, I think everybody that was cast into this film was perfect, even down to the Fratellis. I thought Anne Ramsey was amazing in this film. I think she's... I'm not saying she's underrated. I think most people recognise her performance in this, obviously with Robert Davi and Joe Pantoliano. I think that's how you say his name.
Yeah, that's the two brothers. Yeah, that's the sort of Bolden brother, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just the opera singer, Robert Davi.
Yeah, the opera singer's fucking... I mean, he's great, man. That scene's unreal. I didn't realise he was an actual singer. Yeah. A proper singer.
The funny thing is, John, out of all the names, Jeff Cohen, who plays Chunk, for me is a standout.
Chunk, I totally forgot about Chunk.
Just so likeable, so funny, you know, and his comedic timing. I don't know how this guy didn't go on to do more stuff. I know that he retired from acting, but I suppose you can only play Chunk once, you know, and it gets a bit tiresome, I suppose. But his timing was perfect in this role, just in terms of his lines, his delivery, his reactions, his facial reactions, everything. Just a born comedian, you know, and it was just a shame that we never saw him in anything else.
Stephen, I didn't realise Robert Davi was in Die Hard.
It was the FBI agent, yeah.
Was he? I've totally forgotten that.
Yeah, Johnson, yeah.
Still puts me in mind of Diego Simeone, mixed with Douglas Costa, or whatever his name was, Diego Costa.
Yeah.
Just get that face.
He does.
Even when he was in his 20s, he had that face. But a brilliant personality. Really made all the characters, Stephen, like you says, they all served their purpose. And they all made the movie larger than life. Obviously, the fact they had actual on-set practical stuff going on. The ship, the kids don't see the ship until they're actually getting filmed, and you get real reactions from them. It's just brilliant filmmaking. You can imagine being that age, being on a set and seeing that, you'd be like, fucking, what?
Yeah. I mean, I think I read somewhere Richard Donner had his hands full with the kids, you know, but he loved them as family, but they were a handful, they were hard work, you know, just excited young kids being on a big Steven Spielberg production, if you like.
Yeah.
But great film, John. I mean, it's just under 2 hours long, but it doesn't feel as long as that. It feels like a very quick
Steve,
film.
That's the perfect length for a film of this kind. That's what George Lucas was always aspiring to with Star Wars, to get round about the 2 hour mark. It's the holy grail. Where it's not too long, it's not too short. It's just the perfect length for that kind of film. And
would have been good to get those watch-alongs on, John, for the Goonies, because
I think we've still got them. I think I did get the first part up. I just took an incredible amount of fucking work to get it up. I did get it up, which is a weird thing to say. I'm talking about the Goonies and not owning it. I have to stress. I did get the first part uploaded. I don't know if I've still got the actual videos though. But it was a pain in the arse. I kept trying to claim it. But no, I mean, I think, Stephen, I think that's a fair 1 to 50. I mean, we've got Risky Business. I personally wouldn't have
Yeah,
What
we
was the
probably
one we
could have
forgot?
put
We
a
forgot
Popeye.
Conan. We could probably just
We
put
could have
like
put
Conan magically in it, like, I don't know, number, fucking don't know, 30, 36 or something.
I've got a feeling, John, the 1990s, when we do it over the weekend, it's going to be very kind to Arnold Schwarzenegger, so we'll make up for it.
The 90s is a fucking great era of filmmaking. My God, man, you talk about different genres. Oh, man.
It's going to be
Boys
good.
Beneath and whatnot in the 90s. I don't know if that'll make it into a
Yeah.
top 50, but fuck me. It doesn't get rated highly, but I'm telling you,
Yeah.
those critics are sniffing.
Shawshank, Forrest
Fight
Gump.
Club, Forrest Gump, Seven.
Yeah.
Some great Denzel movies in there. Heat.
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park. Yeah, there's some fucking great. James and the Giant Peach should be in there, even though it's not. That was my fucking all-time favourite movie as a kid. Watched that about 60 times. Fucking loved it. That may have been Tim Burton as well, you know that? I don't think it was. I need to search that up just now. James and the Giant Peach.
I'm not sure.
No way, it was Burton. No, it was Henry Selick. It was a Roald Dahl novel. What a cast, by the way. Joanna Lumley, Susan Sarandon, Richard Dreyfuss, David Thewlis was in there. The late great Pete Postlethwaite, Miriam Margolyes, Simon Callow. What a fucking cast. Who's who of British talent. Just fantastic, man. And also, I'm not giving Paul Terry's fucking, because he wasn't in it. He was mostly a fucking stop motion character. That's why. But he did lend his voice, and so did the other actors. Yeah, clown shoe. Susan Sarandon was a spider, John.
Well, it was 1996, John, so...
Stephen, that is a fucking great movie. You look at Rotten Tomatoes, I'm doing that a disservice. That is highly rated, 91%. That is a genuinely brilliant. And you know my thoughts on stop motion. I'm a big advocate for stop motion. That's a dying art. Like us keeping it alive, but even Wallace and Gromit and things like that back in the 1990s, what an era that was for stop motion. We're not putting fucking Chicken Run in there, no chance. Babe.
Toy Story.
You remember Toy Story as well? Oh, what an era. What an era. I tell you what, I said the 80s was the best. I may take that back.
John, this is the thing in terms of, obviously, the 90s is what the 80s was to me, is to you.
Yeah.
And I think I sounded like those brothers there to me, to you.
I fucking hate them.
I think...
One of them's dead, isn't he? Yeah, fucking hated them. With a passion to me, to you. Fuck off.
But no, I
there
think it's going to be interesting, John, because I think you did well considering you were born in 1989. A lot of it was having to go back and, invest a lot of time. I know what you're thinking,
guys. He was born in 1989. Fucking hell, I thought it was 99. Oh, I'm looking good for my age, to be fair. I'll blow smoke up my own arse. Believe me, I'm looking good for my age. Barely a line in the face. Oft. Unbelievable. Mental to think I was putting Kiehl's fine line cream on my face 5 years ago. Don't put anything on my face.
Maybe it did the trick.
No, I mean, possibly, Stephen. I think it's just water. That's the key. Drink loads of water. Hydration. Hyaluronic acid. Fucking bollocks. Dries your face out, you go out in the sun. It actually causes skin damage. Water. Drink it like that. Fucking gallons of it. Not too much though, you can die. I digress. That's going to round up our second part of our top 50s movies of the 1980s. Top 50 movies of the 1980s. Top 50s. Oh, you fucking spiv. Top 50 movies of the 1980s. We've decided on a definitive order. What would your order be? What would you have in at number 1? What would you have in at number 50? What would you have in between? Share your thoughts on anything we've discussed on this video, the first video down below in the comments section. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon to get notifications straight to your eyes for future content like this. Same thing over on Twitch, follow button, notifications button over there to see us live over there doing streams the exact same as this. And until next time, what's left to be said is thank you for watching this, and bye-bye.